Now we will discuss about binders and disintegrants. Binders are also called as adhesives. These materials are added either in dry or in wet form to form granules or to form cohesive compact for directly compressible tablet. So all those material which are sticky in nature are used as binder, and generally all gums and cellulose derivative and starch are the binders. Examples are acacia, tragacanth, which are used in the concentration of 10 to 25%. Cellulose derivatives such as methyl cellulose, hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose and hydroxypropyl cellulose. Next is gelatin, which is used in the concentration of 10 to 20%, glucose 50% solution, PVP, that is polyvinyl pyrrolidone, it's 2% solution, starch paste between 10 to 20% concentration, sodium alginate and sorbitol. Thus all the sticky materials are used as binder. Next category of the excipient added in tablet is disintegrant. They are added to tablet formulation to facilitate its breaking or disintegration when it contact in water in GIT. So the main important thing about disintegrant is its mechanism of action. Disintegrant may function by drawing the water in gastrointestinal tract into the tablet. Thus, after drawing the water, it swells, and that puts pressure on the boundary wall of tablet, results in crushing of tablet to form the granules. In case of effervescent tablet, the mechanism of working of disintegrant is slightly different. Here, the effervescent vehicle itself acts as disintegrant. So effervescent vehicle, when dropped in water, a rapid chemical reaction takes place between the acid and sodium bicarbonate to form the sodium salt of acid, carbon dioxide and water. This carbon dioxide provides the enough pressure for quick disintegration of tablet. Disintegrating agent may be added intragranularly as well as extragranularly. Extragranular disintegrant provides initial bursting effect to break the tablet into granules, and intragranular disintegrant helps in breaking those granules into powder. Chewable tablet, troches, lozenges, sublingual tablet and buccal tablet as well as matrix tablet does not contain any disintegrant, as they are meant to be dissolved slowly and not to be disintegrated. Example for disintegrant are of all those material which has the ability to swell, and the first in this category is starch, which is used in the concentration of 5 to 20%. Then starch derivative such as Primogel and Explotab. Next to that is clay, Vegum, bentonite are used as disintegrant. Some cellulose derivative such as sodium carboxymethyl cellulose, which is available in brand name of AC Diasol, is used as disintegrant. Next to that is alginate and PVP. Nowadays, super disintegrants are also available in the market. Super disintegrant are cross-linked product that has capacity to swell within 30 seconds when they will come in contact with water. Disintegrants are effective at low concentration. Between 2 to 5% concentration, super disintegrants are effective, and they have greater disintegrating efficacy, but have one drawback, that they are very hygroscopic in nature and therefore not used with moisture sensitive drugs. Example are all cross-linked polymers such as cross-linked cellulose, available in the brand name of cross carmelose, cross-linked povidone, which is available in the brand name of crosspovidone, and cross-linked starches which are available in the brand name of sodium starch glycolate and sodium starch fumarate. So this is about the super disintegrant. Thank you.